كل ما تكبر رح تصغر بهذه الحلقة، لأنه رح نعلمكم بطرق جدا مميزة وحلوة إنه شلون الواحد من غير أبر ومن غير تجميل وباي باي بوتوكس إنه يشد البشرة ويتخلص من التجاعيد من خلال ممارسة الرياضة اللي معروفة بالفيس يوغا. اليوم ضيفتي هي مختصة بالفيت فيس، وأريد أعرفكم عليها وقصتها جدا مؤثرة، شلون تعلمتها وليش تعلمتها وشلون تغير وجهها قبل وبعد. أول شيء خليني أعرفكم على دورا.
Hi Mace, how are you? Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Dora, I was just saying that you're the owner of Fit Face and you had such an inspirational story and journey. Can you tell me what's your story? Why did you go into this field and how did it change you?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. So in 2014, I came across a video on YouTube. It was my future teacher. She was sharing some tips and I was like, this makes so much sense, you know, why are we working out all the muscles of our body and we're not doing anything for the facial muscles? We actually have over 57 from here to here. Oh, wow. So that's, you know, a lot of muscles that you can work with. So funnily enough, right after I did the training, I ended up getting something called facial cellulitis. It was caused by a cyst in my neck which burst, and the cyst basically, it infected all of like the bones on this side of my face, tissue, and even some of my teeth. So actually I had to get some teeth removed and they had to scrape some of the bone. And it was a mess. And as you can imagine, with a surgery like that, where you're cutting, sorry for the too much information, but when you're cutting the inside of the gum, it was like my face was just not balanced. You know, this side was very puffy. I looked really sad. You can see on the before and after picture as well that I just didn't look very healthy. So I was like, what a perfect opportunity to put the face yoga techniques to the test. And that's what I did. So I literally spent, I would say, a couple of months doing the face exercises a couple of times a week. And I was really amazed by how much it changed my face and how much it sped up my recovery. And people noticed, like my friends noticed, and they were like, what are you doing? And in the beginning I was really shy. I was like, you know, face exercises. And they thought it was something that I made up. But actually it dates all the way back to the French court, to Cleopatra. Like it was something that actually used to be done. But it kind of just got lost in time, and now we're finally rediscovering it. So
it's a gym for your face.
Yes.
You mentioned 57 muscles.
Yes.
From here to here. That's a lot of muscles.
It's a lot of muscles.
So just so we know that, you know, age plays a role, gravity pulls down our skin, and that's why we get wrinkles or we lose collagen. And we all revert to Botox or fillers, and just to get these areas nicely lifted, and the neck as well. So through the fitness of the face and moving these muscles, just to explain a little more, does it keep the collagen intact or the muscle strong enough so that it doesn't, fights gravity of some sort?
Yeah, so basically what it does is as the muscles get stronger and they get more volumized, they start to lift up and they start to get more kind of toned and contoured like the muscles on our body. And the physiology of the face is that the skin is directly stuck to the muscles. So obviously when the muscle lifts, so does the skin. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to show a picture down here of Dora before and after from her exercises. It's going to pop up somewhere on the screen, and it's an incredible transformation that you did. I'm excited to start showing people the workouts we're going to do. So we're going to do three different parts of the face today.
Yeah, so whenever we're starting with face workouts, we want to start with the bigger muscles of the face. So this is forehead, cheeks, and neck. And we do this because they're much easier to activate, and they're very, very important, because what happens when these muscles lose strength, so for example forehead, when it drops, it's not only affecting the forehead, it's affecting the brows, it's affecting the eyes. So you want to make sure that if you're working on your eye area, that you're also thinking about that. So you're not just doing the eye exercises, like it really has to be like a holistic approach. So for that reason, we'll start with the forehead, cheeks, and neck. I'll do one exercise and one massage for those areas, because it's really important to also relax the muscles after the exercises. So the first one that we're gonna do is we're gonna place our hands right here.
Right or left?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So you wanna place it right under the eyebrow.
Oh, under.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you wanna lift, okay? And now using your forehead and your eyebrows, you wanna push against the hand. You wanna keep breathing.
So I kind of like squint my eyes.
Yeah, so you basically close the eyes, you use the eyebrows to push against the hand as
And
well
going
as your
down.
forehead muscle, yeah.
Okay, so all right. يعني راح أجرب إن أدفع الحواجب على الإيد لتحت. So there you go.
So your hand is pushing up and your
Eyebrows.
forehead, eyebrows, and your eye muscles are pushing against the hand.
Ooh,
Yeah.
tension.
Exactly. So you can release now. What you want to do with this,
This
is
is
you want
3
to,
seconds or?
It's around 15 seconds and then you repeat it 3 times. So when you start out, you want to do more repetitions for a shorter period of time until you really learn the exercise properly, and then later you could do longer and less repetitions. Okay? And now just to kind of relax the forehead, we're going to do the V massage. So you start in the middle of the brows and then you go up towards the hairline. This is really great for anyone who also is on the laptop a lot, scrunches that face, is stressed out.
The people behind the camera are doing this.
And it's super simple and it does make a big difference.
How many times?
You can do this 15 to 20 times. Yeah, you want to feel that circulation as well.
Do we apply any moisturizer or any oils before, or it's not necessary?
I always advise that your skin is really well moisturized. So my rule for face massages is that your fingers should glide, but they shouldn't like fly off the face. So you want to make sure that you can kind of grip the skin in a way that it flows really nicely, but you also don't want it just like flying off because you've put too much oil. Great, so that's your little forehead routine that you can do, and it will really help to lift up this whole area and also to relax.
Get rid of these lines?
Yeah, it does help with that too. So if you want to try an alternative, this is like one of my favorite exercises to do. It's called the cheek builder. What you need to do is you suck the cheeks in without biting. Okay.
Fish face.
So you don't bite the cheeks in the inside of your mouth, you do this. As you do this, you try to smile at the same time, like this.
It is hard.
It's hard, yeah. So what's great about Mace is that she's actually not moving her forehead, she's not moving her eye area. A lot of people, when they first start, they kind of go, you know, like one eye is closed, the forehead is up, and it's a bit of a mess. What you really want to work on is isolating the muscle. So if you're doing cheeks, you want to just do cheeks. If you're unable to control the forehead, you could always hold it and keep breathing.
I hold this for how long? 15 seconds?
Well, no, you should try 30 and repeat it 3 times. And with the cheeks, you're gonna feel a different sensation than the forehead.
Yeah.
It's more like a burn, whereas the forehead is more like a resistance, you know? It's more like, feels like kind of like Pilates, whereas this is like, you know.
Yeah, it does kind of burn from here.
Yeah, so that's really what you want to feel, is a pretty strong burn. In terms of massages, this one is one of my favorites. So what you're doing is you're lifting upwards.
How many fingers?
You could do your whole hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's kind of basically like slapping yourself, but like not too hard, but it really helps to increase the circulation.
And how long? 30
seconds, yeah.
Do we do this as many times a day or morning, night specifically?
I don't have any rules about morning or night. I'm very flexible about that. I think it's just about getting it done. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. I personally do it in the morning because I look horrible. You know, I'm one of those people that wakes up just puffy and like rat-faced, so I always do it in the morning. So our final exercise is going to be for the neck. I cannot stress the importance of the neck, especially in modern day living where we're really not doing justice to this area. We're always looking down, we're always on the laptop, we're always, it's just not a natural position for the neck. So it's so important to start paying attention to this area, because if you don't, it will sag, okay? So what we want to do is we want to lift the neck up like this, then you grab the muscle like that, not choking yourself. Mace is like, so you want to be at the collarbone basically. Okay. And then you want to kiss the ceiling.
Ooh, the stretch.
If you grind your teeth at night, I wouldn't do this exercise just because it will strengthen those jaw muscles even more. But if you're looking for a jaw, if you want to lift your neck, Mace is already, you know, lifted it up. Okay.
I'm enjoying this. I'm not gonna stop. You feel the stretch
Yes.
completely in this area, and like she said, in the jaw. And this is actually an area that I would love to give myself a nice lift. Yeah.
So what you want to do with this exercise is not just in the middle, you also want to do on the side.
Oh, okay. So
Because the neck isn't just, the muscle isn't just in the front, it's all the way to the back.
so I pull the skin down.
So you want to just gently grab the muscle, lift, and then after you finish, just do a simple lifting massage.
Allah.
And even if you just start with these 3 exercises and these 3 massage techniques and you incorporate them 3 to 4 times a week, you will start seeing a difference. Of course, we just did like a basic thing now. There is a certain technique that has to be applied for each. But like general rule is moisturize. Make sure that you're actually isolating. So in terms of the tools, one of my favorites is the gua sha. Today I'll just show you how to use it briefly so you know if you have this at home how it's supposed to be used. So I'll do one side of the face so you guys can kind of see the difference. So you start mid-jaw. You can even hold this side if you like, and then you sculpt up like that.
Oh, that's not what I do at home.
And it like almost instantly you could see the increase in like circulation. It lifts up the muscles. So this is like deep tissue massage.
How much pressure do you apply?
So if you're new to it, I would go gently, be intuitive, and see if your skin likes it, because it's not going to be for everybody. You could see like it just gives like an instant kind of glow. And then for the eyes, you go around the eyes like that. Couple of times. So if you have puffy eyes in the morning, this is really, really good.
So it's just a couple of times,
Yeah.
not specific number.
I do around 10. So I'll do jaw,
10,
cheeks,
10, 10?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
eyes. And then you could even use it for like a stressed out forehead. Kind of go
So
up
the
and
tip
down.
or the whole thing?
I'm using this part.
Okay.
And even,
Oh, look at your skin.
yeah.
It's nice and rosy.
This is more like your cool down, and it just calms the skin after you do your workout. So that's basically how that works.
هذه كانت 3 طرق بسيطة اللي ممكن نستخدمها على الجبهة والتشيكس الخدود ونفس الشيء الركبة. لو تمارسوها كل يوم تسوي فرق. These are the 2 products that Dora is selling and using as well to massage your face. So you can do the ones without or you can do with. They're more fun. And of course you can always contact Dora to buy these, or you can find them in Faces if you're in the UAE. Dora also has classes, virtual classes where you can give trainings, yeah?
Yeah. So basically we have a level 1 teacher training course, which is wonderful for anybody who wants to get into this on a more professional level. They want to really understand the structure of the face and the kind of most potent exercises, self-applied face massages, and so on. So this is a course that is self-paced. You could do it from anywhere in the world, and you can kind of pace yourself. And then we have level 2 teacher training, which is far more in depth. It teaches you to actually administer face massages. It teaches you like the anatomy of the face, the skin, and things like that. So this would be like the next step.
Thank you so much, Dora. This has been great, and I'm definitely signing up for the level 1 teacher training program because it's going to obviously help me understand my face and exercise, do it yourself kind of thing. Exactly. So thank you so much for this valuable information, and stay young, I guess, with Dora.
Stay happy.
هذه كانت حلقتنا اليوم عن الواحد شلون يقدر يخلص من التجاعيد أو يفهم وجهه من خلال عضلات وجهه، إن هذه عضلة هم من يراد لها رياضة مثل أي عضلة بجسمنا. هذه الطريقة كانت جدا بسيطة، مثل ما شوفتكم الجبهة، الخدود والركبة. إذا مارستوها يوميا حتلاقون الفرق مثل ما شفتوا الفرق على دورة. مارسوها واكتبوا لي بالتعليقات الفرق، أو أكيد طبعا تقدرون تاخذون الكورس وياها. هذه كانت حلقة اليوم، نشوفكم بالحلقة الجاية.